Hello, hello. Welcome to A Mind Elevation with Shavariel. That's me. May you all be doing great and staying safe in this day. And so, first, it's a new year. Happy 2023 to you all. And with going in the first week of this year, the new year, it's going to be important to keep in mind of your health, our health. And so health is wealth, especially since we only get this one body. And so it is very, very important that we keep our health in a great status or as best status as we can, given our circumstances and our some of our medical conditions, if some of us have them. So to begin with, we do have a business. Speaking of health, health is wealth. We do have a business called Aloe Buttercup, and we are at www.aloebuttercup.com. It is a kids skincare company. So for your little ones aged 2 years and older, you can find some great products on our website. And again, it is www.aloebuttercup.com. Plant-based, gentle on skin, and will be healing for the child's body and also their senses, decreasing irritability, decreasing moods, decreasing like cold symptoms, and anything that may come that is uncomfortable for your children. So please find our business page, and then we're also on Instagram as well. So it's instagram.com/aloebuttercup, and that will be in the description box. And if you also want to connect with me on there, I am on Instagram as well. My handle is instagram.com/Shavariel, and that will be in the description as well. Please share to care this video, like and subscribe. That way you get notified when I post these videos up there. So it's Wellness Wednesdays. And again, we're talking about health. So I've come to find this is, again, an awareness for health, to keep health in check at all times and in great status at all times, or as best as you can get it, considering your current condition. So first thing is, and I had to write this down because it was so many, and of course I know I have a time frame for this video. The first thing is removing emotional eating habits. Now I did put in quotation marks as much as you can, but no, just go ahead and remove emotional eating. You don't need it. Our bodies don't need it. If you feel there's a trigger when it comes to you wanting to eat something because maybe a situation happened or you went through an experience, notice it, acknowledge it, and do your best not to eat out of your emotions. We eat to live. We don't live to eat. So, and take this into consideration, and I also had to research this as well. Our bodies take, now this is just what the research said, up to between 6 to 8 hours to fully digest a meal. Now, the certain foods that take a little longer to digest are nuts, hard cheeses, lamb, and there was another one on there. Oh, beef and bacon. So the foods that, again, the foods that take longer to digest are bacon, beef, hard cheeses, nuts, and lamb. So that's what I read from the research page. So just take that into consideration when you're eating. Just ask yourself, what is this going to do to my body? Is it going to fuel me or is it going to have me sleepy? Now, that's not a good thing if you eat a meal and it makes you feel sleepy. That may be something else going on. Ask your physician, because this is not a medical analysis here. This is just us talking and having a dialect of this conversation of health. So Another one is choosing an hour to stop eating. Again, our bodies do not need to be processing food all through the day, although it is. But just take into consideration as we're eating, our body is like going through a restart. Every time we start eating again, it's like push and restart, push and restart, push and restart. And our bodies may be like, look, I'm still digesting this food from when you ate at 8 o'clock a.m. Please, no more. You're overworking us. So let's see, what would I recommend? A good time to stop eating is 7 o'clock p.m. Now, of course, me and my household go a little earlier because in that time of digesting and processing the foods that we've already eaten, that's close to bedtime. So if you can do it a little earlier, that fits for you, your condition, your household, then do that. I recommend stop eating at around 7 o'clock p.m. That's plausible and that's doable. Okay. And then another one is decrease junk food. So I know some of us like the hot Cheetos and the Takis and the red vines and all things of that nature with red dye number 40. The potato chips and fried foods and French fries. But seriously, this has to be attended to. Decrease your junk food. Okay, again, you have to ask yourself, what is this doing to my body? And how is it going to help me be healthy? How is it going to help me have a long and healthy life? How is it going to help me function in my brain, in my mind, in my thinking? How is it going to help me with my memory? So all of these attributes contribute to our brain, what we're eating and taking in. So be aware of that, decreasing junk food. Now, the next one is balancing your sugars and salts. And the reason why I say balance sugars and salts is because our bodies do need certain sugars and certain salts. Now, there's sugars in fruit and some vegetables, and with salts, all you have to do is just add that to your meals, or it already comes salty, like broth. Chicken broth, beef broth, vegetable broth, those come with salts in it in the way that they are processed. So, but you have to balance that. Now, if you're a person that's doing good and you just like, well, one day I just want to have a cookie. Okay, eat that cookie the one day. What I'm saying is, it's not going to be good to have a cookie every single day. It's not going to be good to have a donut every single day. It's not good to have a pie every single day, nor cakes, nor whatever it is that's available. We want to tone that down and balance it to say, okay, I can have one this week, and then we'll see about next week for a certain sugar that's not naturally in it. Fruits have sugar, so there's not much you can do there. And fruits are good for you. I would say just be aware of certain fruits also, because eating and how you eat it, because when you're eating oranges on your teeth, it erodes your enamel. And certain acids are not going to be good for your digestive system. So watch that as well. So even with healthy foods, you definitely just have to take account of what that's doing to your body. That's the main thing. Okay. So balance your sugars and salts, balancing our sugars and salts. And then here's the thing that I just learned when I went to go see my physician. Before attending your doctor's visit, always write down your symptoms. This is going to help the exam process go through a lot more smoothly. Write down your symptoms. I don't care if you're the Einstein of memory. Okay, write it down, because you just never know in the moment. You just think you may remember all your symptoms, and then you get in that doctor's visit and then you just don't remember at that time. So write it down. Write it down. Always write down your symptoms, the time of day you experienced those symptoms, and the length of time those symptoms have occurred for. So let me go back. Always write down your symptoms. Please do. Be detailed, and please be honest with the doctor so that they can help you, because it's just like the doctor does not know. The doctor does not live with you. The doctor is not in your body. So with that, only you know what you experience. And so when we go to the doctor and see the nurse and the physician and the practitioner and whatever else, we have to paint a clear picture for them so that they can understand, comprehend, and give us their recommendations or their expertise of what the condition may be for or that's occurring within our bodies. And then, so the time of day that you experience symptoms, this is important too, because in the medical field, it will say certain diseases or symptoms or certain conditions happen at certain times of the day. But everybody's body is different. However, writing that down will also help because it could determine a pattern. So if you say, I feel like a headache around like noon every other day, I notice it intensifies like every Wednesday or Saturday, write that down because that's going to help also. And then the length of time the symptoms have occurred, write that down too. So if it's been 7 days since you've been experiencing the headache or whatever it is, the nausea, is it nauseous, feeling nauseous, or bloating or whatever it is, write that down. If it's been a month since you've been experiencing that condition, write it down. And then also write down your questions for the doctor or the nurse practitioner, and ask for recommendations for a remedy outside of the medication they will prescribe you. This is very important because in the medical field, what I see now is that they're just treating the symptom or the condition at that moment. And toward the end of that doctor visit, no one's really saying, I don't know too many physicians that say that or provide a recommendation or a strategy for you to be better. Now, I'm not saying all doctors don't. I'm sure a lot do. And those doctors and nurses are to be, praised because they're taking the extra step further to say, look, it's not just all about medicine. This is about healing the human body. Okay, and that is important. So write down your questions for your physician when you see them. That way you're not just having to think like when they ask you, do you have any questions? Or you just like, yeah, I did have a question, but I'm not able to remember. Write that down. Write your question down. And it can be multiple questions. Write it down so that you can get their opinion on it. And then again, ask for a remedy outside of the medication. So you could say, hey, doctor, I know you prescribed so-and-so for the condition that I have now, but is there a like natural remedy or a resolution to help with this condition? That way I'm not solely on medicine and I'm not being medicated so much. Is there a diet that I could switch to, or do I need to remove some things from my diet, or do I need to put my phone down and stop looking at the screen so much so that I'm not getting these headaches? Do I need to exercise more? Go beyond you as the patient. And you know what? Your doctor will appreciate that so much because we put so much stress on our doctors and nurses, truly, because we feel like they are to know automatically what we feel, but in our condition and the pain that we're in, but they don't know. They're human just like me and you. So if you give them a clear map of what you're feeling, what your expectation is to not have to feel those conditions, what you're looking for as a resolution, you have to be open also to say, look, okay, I know you like the bacon, but you may have to remove that from your diet, okay? Because diabetes, acid reflux, whatever the case is, it can contribute to you eating that stuff. Or hey, take some more red meat out of your diet. Go to vegetables as much as you can. You don't have to do it raw, lightly cooked, because the more you cook a vegetable, the more you're going to remove its natural vitamins. So lightly cooked, you can season it. Just watch your seasoning. Don't over salt, over season it, and then you can start there. So, and then of course, exercising. I love exercising. I know some people don't, but that's why we're talking about this now. Get about 30 minutes of exercise a day. Just think about it, 24 hours in a day. We may sleep 8, 9 hours in that day. If you're sleeping, oh boy, sleep. Thank you. Sleep. Thank you. I'll tackle that here in a moment. Okay, so just think about it, 24 hours, you're asleep at about 8 of those hours, okay? If you're a person that works 9 to 5, okay, there goes another 8.5 hours. And then, your cooking time, your cleaning time. So after all of that, you have to put your exercise in your day. Okay? 30 minutes. You can do 30 minutes, just walk. And I recommend, if you're going to exercise, do it without YouTube. Do it without music. And here's why. When you go to a park, you normally see some people walking with no earphones, no nothing. They're just walking. You know why they do that? To reset their mind, to have a clear vision, to restart, to refresh their spirit, to refresh their awareness, their mental capacity. So I recommend that also. If you can do 30 minutes with no YouTube, no music, please do. We have to cleanse our minds from all the music, rock and roll, hip hop, classical, instrumentals. I mean, let's just clear out our bodies from what we're normally doing to just peace, tranquility. So definitely get 30 minutes of exercise in your day, and then sleep. Now, I had to find this out the hard way, because people were just like, if you're not grinding, you ain't doing nothing. I went to bed at 1 and I woke up at 4. Well, that doesn't work for everybody. Independent, and everybody's life and purposes are different, okay? It is important to get sleep. If your eyes look like zombies' eyes and is red and yellow, an adjustment has to be made, okay? When you go to sleep, it's like little workers in your body saying, okay, Sheila's asleep. Let's get to work. Ding, 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 ding. What's that little thing, the things from Snow White, the dwarfs? What were they singing? Hold on. Let me get it. What were they singing? I hold. Oh, well, they said I hold. I hold the infant room. Anyway, okay, sorry, I had to come back. But when I think about it, it's like I hold. Okay, maybe not that. But just think about the little workers that are in your body that are just like, okay, she sleep or he sleep, time to get to work. Let's repair. Okay, she bumped her knee earlier. Let's repair that because she may feel that in the morning. Okay. Or he turned his back too fast during the middle of the day. Okay, let's repair that. And then in your body and in your brain, be like, okay, she was at work 10 hours today. Okay, we got to refresh her nervous system. So it is important to have sleep. Now, again, each of us are different. Our paths are different. Our purposes are different. But you need the minimum amount of sleep. If you're going to hustle and bustle and grind, you need 6 hours. Okay, get the minimum of 6 hours, no less than that. Because you're not going to be good to you nor your family by crunching down on your sleep. Your body needs it. And if you're just like, okay, well, I can still get a full 8 hours and function. Okay, get that 8 hours in. But you need sleep. It helps to rework your body into a healing state and makes you better for the next day. So that's what I have for health is wealth. May you all find this great information. Like I said, share to care. And then also visit us on Instagram, me, our business, Aloe Buttercup. And it's health for your little ones also. So, and I know that's a delicate area too. But we're going to get it. And we will go through this new year bettering ourselves so that we can be better for ourselves and then better to those we love and in our partnerships in business. All right. So have a great day. Peace, y'all. Bye.
Peace.